same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, just the 7 C's.
Good morning, babies. Good morning. Guess who it is? It's your favorite Tease Coach here with my favorite morning team, and it's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Ooh, y'all, it has been a hectic week because, as you guys know, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and I have been busy on the road, going around doing mental awareness workshops. And we have a big one coming up this weekend in Orlando. So I've been getting prepared and it has really been keeping me busy, guys. So I probably apologize for us being a bit off track this week, but I wanted to draw you guys' attention to something that I put up. I did put up a special video. It's called an Inner Child Healing Meditation. And I put that video together because I use that a lot in my business in terms of helping people to trace their trauma. Okay, so I'll put that out there. I want you guys to go check that out. It is a video that should be watched when you have some free time by yourself. Prepare to be very emotional when you go through this process, but also prepare to be feel free. It is a very freeing video, not a video, but experience, because you get the opportunity to really go back and see how certain things in your life that you thought you may have gotten over or forgotten about, you can see how you have suppressed these things and how they could possibly still be affecting your life. Also, to my tribe out there who was a part of my 90-day challenges and all of that, I've been speaking to a lot of you, and we miss each other, babies. We have been thrown off track because we had a sisterhood we were getting together. We got together as women. We kept each other motivated. We kept each other on track. We gave each other good advice on how to deal with troubling situations. So we're starting back up, babies. Yes, we are. We are starting back up our self-love groups where we meet at least once a week to get together and talk about anything we might be experiencing. Just it's a place where we can be transparent without judgment. And it felt good when we did it. And a lot of you have been asking for me to return, and I want to do it. I miss y'all. Y'all miss me. Let's do it. So I'll look for emails on that, and also further announcements. I will be talking about that when I get back home from Orlando. We will start to talk about forming those groups back up again. All right, so this morning, guys, I'm going to make it quick, but I did want to come on here. It's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. So I wanted to come on here and give you guys some quick words of encouragement this morning. And two things came to me that I wanted to talk about, and they kind of went hand in hand. So I thought, what a perfect Friday message. Of course, on Fridays, it's our self-care Friday. We do something especially to help ourselves, okay? This one, I want you to think about the PBR, okay? Not no peanut butter and really, but it's prayer, believing, and receiving. Prayer, believing, and receiving, okay? Prayer, believing, and receiving. And the second half of today's message is you must fall in order to rise, okay? You must fall in order to rise. So let's talk about these two beautiful, beautiful messages this morning. Let's talk about the PBR first, prayer, believing, and receiving. Okay, we have to learn how to pray, believe, and receive. It is the hardest thing in the world for us to pray for something, don't see no signs of it coming, and keep believing that it is. Keep believing in spite of all the things going on around us that we're still going to receive the things that we pray for. And also, too, let's talk about the second half real quick, which is you must fall in order to rise. And first of all, you cannot rise if you didn't fall, okay? In order to rise, you must fall. We must be willing to take a fall, y'all. We must be willing to go through the fire, because going through the fire is where we burn off all the things that no longer serve us, get rid of the people, places, and things that cannot go to our next levels with us. But we don't like to walk through the fire because it is that place of the unknown. We have to learn how to put the two together, how to pray, how to believe, how to receive, how to be willing to fall in order to rise. They all go together this morning. And so I want you to really stop this weekend and ask yourself, what have I been praying for? Do I really believe that I will receive it, or am I praying in vain? because I pray, but I have no faith that these things will come to me. I am believing all the lack, all the disappointments, all the backstabbing, all the things that's being brought to me in my face in the 3D. I'm believing these things. I'm no longer in the receiving mode because I am not in the believing mode. I hope y'all caught that this Friday morning. You can step out of the receiving mode because you are no longer in the believing mode. We stay in prayer mode no matter what. We always pray. But do we believe that we will receive? Or do we believe that we will receive what's in front of us, what we've always received, which is lack, which is disappointment, which is the things not working out the way we want them to? You have to learn how to take a fall in order to rise. Okay, you got to learn how to take a fall in order to rise. In order to, what does that mean? That means that you got to be willing to learn. You got to be willing to accept responsibility in the things that you're doing wrong in your life. You got to be willing to take a new direction in your life. You got to be willing to say, hey, I've done it my way. Everybody's been telling me to do it this way. Everybody's been giving me advice and saying, hey, if you want to get here, take this road. But I believed that this place over here could get me there quicker. I believed that I could get here by this, taking this pathway. And I've taken that pathway, and yet I've not gotten to my destination. So am I ready to now take a fall and go ahead so I can rise? Am I ready to take a fall so I can rise? Am I ready to accept that I'm the problem? Because until we can get out of our own way, we will not be able to believe. We will not be able to believe if we are in our own way. In order for you to believe that you're going to receive, you got to believe not only in the dream, but in yourself and in your ability to make this dream come true. Prayer, believing, and receiving. Okay, prayer, believing, and receiving. I saw that as I was rocking my baby to sleep tonight, and I said, wow, look at this, God. What a beautiful message. Prayer, believing, and receiving. And through a lot of y'all been talking to today, I'm realizing that we do pray. Oh, we some praying people. Oh, we stay on our knees begging God to get us out of all kind of foolishness that we've gotten ourselves into. But the question today is to ask yourself, am I believing that I will receive, or am I believing that I will fail? Which one is it? Am I willing to take the fall so I can rise? Am I willing to fail a few times, knowing that it's part of the process? But the biggest message here today is we know we praying. We know we on our knees. We know we begging God for all kinds of things. We do that constantly. Prayer comes innately. It comes naturally. But the hard part is believing in the prayer, believing that you will receive when it looks like you won't. Because that's how life works. The whole time that you praying, the life will show you just the opposite of what you're praying for. But that's the test to see how much faith you have. How do you really believe? Like, no matter how hard the trials become, how many roadblocks you run into, will you keep believing so that you can receive, or will you give in to the illusions and block your gifts one more time? Listen, life is a puzzle, but we can put these pieces together, and we will put these pieces together. Be willing to take the fall. Be willing to do the self-examination so you can figure out what you're doing wrong. Be willing to do that. Be willing to accept that you may not know everything. Be willing to accept that you make mistakes. Be willing to accept responsibility so that you can be the change that you are seeking, so that you can have the belief in the things that you are praying for, so that you can receive the things that you are praying for. This is a very important message out here this morning. You know, we always do something on Fridays. And I want you to sit down this weekend and ask yourself, do my beliefs match up with my prayers? Am I asking for God? Am I asking God for things that I don't even believe that I deserve, or much less receive it? I don't even think I deserve it. So if I don't think I deserve it, I damn sure don't think I believe that I'm going to receive it. So ask yourself that today. Ask yourself, are your prayers matching up with your beliefs and what you think you should deserve and what you think you're going to receive? Because you can't be praying for God for a miracle but expecting a tower. And that's what we do. We sit there and we say, oh God, I need you, God. I need you to come through. Oh God is always on time. But at the same time, you expect for the sheriffs to be on time, the repo man to be on time. Which one do you believe in? Do you believe in the reality of lack, or do you believe in God's miracles and his word? You got to decide which one it is. And I think sometimes we don't even realize that we praying and ain't believing. We just keep on praying thinking we doing, as long as we praying, we good. No, prayer without works is dead. Faith without works is dead. You cannot just pray and then not take action toward the things you're praying for and then believing that you will achieve them and receive them. It's very important that we check ourselves, because y'all know we real good for wrecking ourselves. And we real good for sitting back blaming other people when we wreck ourselves. Because we ain't willing to take the fall so we can rise. You don't need to rise if you haven't failed. You don't need to rise if you haven't failed. That's the thing I want you guys to remember tonight. That if you haven't fallen, you haven't learned. Okay, you have to fall in order to rise. Don't be afraid to fall. Don't be afraid to fail, because failure is where you at least learn what not to do no more. And the more you learn what not to do, the closer you are coming to what to do. You're coming closer to the keys to the things that you want and the things that you desire. So today's message is PBR: pray, believe, and receive. Okay? It's our PBR Friday, y'all. It's your Tease Coach. Transform, elevate, and self-evaluate all the pain away. Y'all know I love y'all, and y'all know it ain't a damn thing you can do about it. We are going to continue to grow this station and grow this network and get into our healing and get into the things that we need to do. We're going to continue to do that with all our heart and all of our soul, y'all. I'll be here every day as long as God is willing. And as long as my schedule permits, I'm right here, y'all. Every Monday through Friday with your morning motivation. Now, y'all go out there this Friday and start believing in the things that you are praying for. I'm your Tease Coach, and I love to tease all your pain away. Mwah! See you next Monday.